Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me today. I just want to apologize for me not doing any videos for the past year. I know it's been the longest time. So much has happened since that time, and I thought I'd come on YouTube and give you an update on where I've been, what I've been doing, all the things that have been happening since the last year. I can't believe it's taken this long. So if you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing. I come on and talk about tips, tricks, and all different things in order to help you grow your handmade business. Okay, my last video I think was a fashion show that I did. It was like a vlog kind of style fashion show, and it was so amazing. It was everything that I wished for. It was the first time I actually did an actual fashion show, and I'll leave a link anyway in the description box so you guys can have a look. But it was a really big achievement for myself because I created all the garments, all the pieces, and I put them together for a show. Since then, I went off to do so many different events. I did trade shows, fairs, festival type events as well. I collaborated with a friend of mine and we did so amazingly well. We went up and down the city, different parts of London, doing all different events. We met so many different people, and it was a real big experience that I really do. I'm pleased and I'm happy with, and I'm quite proud the fact that I did it. Zoom down to like November, I took a turn and I actually did something else. In the UK, we have something called Winter Wonderland. What we decided to do was take up a stand selling food. It was an amazing event, and it was Winter Wonderland is basically like a big kind of fair. Thousands of people come every day to come and enjoy the actual theme park. It's basically like a theme park, so you've got rides, you've got roller coasters, you've got bumper cars and all sorts, and it's on for at least 2 months throughout the whole of Christmas time. So you've got November, the end of November, the whole of December, and a bit of January as well. And we did that event, and when I tell you, oh my god, when I tell you the grueling time it was to do this, open from 10 a.m. in the morning all the way till 10 o'clock at night. And when I tell you, you have to literally be doing that every day for like how many weeks. It was intense, and it took me a lot to really try and push myself, but I did it, and it was an amazing experience. But I don't think I would be doing it again. I'm not a foodie. I think I'm more of a obviously handmade crafty person, but yeah, I would keep that as an experience and a chapter that I want to have there, but I don't think I want to open it again every day. Fast forward to January. This was all before obviously COVID, so I'm just looking down at my piece of paper so I can see what I'm doing. After Winter Wonderland, I set up a network where I clubbed together loads of women that are into handmade businesses, that are that have a crafty side to them and want to learn how to grow their handmade business. So jewelry, I don't know, handmade creams, making clothes, making ceramics, etc., all different things. And it was an amazing experience. I did two events where I hosted 2 coffee mornings. I think I did one in January and I did one in February. It was like the second event was really good. I put it on, I managed social media. Is just crazy because I posted a flyer for my event in February, and when I tell you, all these women started coming out of nowhere, and I was just like, hi, like, how did you know about this event? Needless to say, I was pumped. I was so ready to go, and I was just like, yeah, let's just keep this moving. And that's the type of thing I like doing, I like being a part of, and also it's like, don't really see that type of event that's going on around these days. So I thought, let me just start one myself. I'll leave a link to Crafty Ladies Network, and you can see how I set up the coffee shop and everything. It was really sweet and it was lovely. Obviously after that, March hit, coronavirus literally just took over everything, and we had to literally cancel everything. Third event that I put in place was going to be even better, because we had an event, we had a venue ready to host all these women that were able to come, and I was pumped. Again, I had somebody that was going to cater for us. It was just going to be great. But yeah, COVID decided to come along and mash that all up. So things went quiet. Events obviously stopped. You know, I just lost a bit of momentum, and I think that's where I stopped doing videos, and I just didn't feel in the mood, and I was just at home with myself, the kids, and my husband. It was just like nothing's happening, so let me just stay in my corner quietly. Okay, so fast forward, obviously at that time people were talking about face masks and face coverings and all these different types of things that can help you protect yourselves from the coronavirus. So everyone was telling me to make these face masks. Why don't you make these from African print? And I was just like, really? Like, I don't know if I'm really into it like that. I just thought to myself, look, this is just going to be just a small little chapter of, you know, everybody's panicking about coronavirus, and then it will just go back to normal. I had 3 people send me messages. Oh, Carissa, make the face mask, make the face mask. I was like, right, okay, that's it. I went on my favorite YouTuber, Mimi G, like I've talked about her before in the past, and I went home to one of her channels, and I saw that she was making face masks. I basically just followed her technique, and I downloaded her pattern, and I made about 5 or 6 face masks, all different prints, and I posted them. I put them on my WhatsApp, I put them on my Instagram page or whatever. Remember, I have no experience in making face masks. I've never done this before. This is the first time I'm actually making a face covering or face mask or whatever you want to call it. I'm still trying to perfect the craft as well. It was just more like an experiment. I couldn't believe the amount of people that messaged me, that ordered from me within the first, I'd say, 2 weeks. My Instagram page was just plowing through messages. I had Etsy orders like as long as my arm. It was ridiculous. Like, orders were coming in like crazy amounts. People were just ordering to the point where I had to get in my assistant. Well, I asked my cousin, my beautiful cousin Eugenia. She came on to help me on board, and we sat here in our little, this was basically our headquarters, and this is where we were making the face mask. It was just crazy. We were just making like no tomorrow. It was just crazy. Like, people were just ordering all the time. It was overwhelming, because one thing is, like, we were on lockdown, so I couldn't go out to the shops to get more supplies. I couldn't go out and buy extra materials and things like that. I had to stay indoors. So eBay was my best friend. eBay was where I turned to get supplies, to get all these extra bits, because we were running low very quickly. So we basically did face masks for at least a month. We were just making crazy amounts, to the point where people were complaining that we're taking too long. We got bad reviews because they took too long. Some of them washed and the material came loose. It was just like, oh my God, it was crazy. But you know, we got through it, and yeah, it was an experience, and that was, I must say, that was fun. It's still there. There's still a slight little wave, but it's not as much as, you know, what we were dealing with. But yeah, that was an experience that I can say that we got through, because I linked a lot of the face masks to my website. A lot of my stuff on my website was selling out. So some of my clothes, my jewelry pieces, all these other bits and pieces were selling, and it was just through the face mask. So I was happy. I was just like, yeah, this is great. So yeah, I think hearing about, obviously, all the bad things that have happened with coronavirus, and people losing their jobs, and people just, you know, losing their lives and things like that, I managed to turn it around into a positive thing. and help a lot of people in the process. So I served, like I was sending masks all the way to like Italy, to Spain, to Hollywood, Indianapolis, Iowa, like crazy places. I would never think that my products would be going. They were going there. Right now, at the moment, things are doing well. I'm doing a lot of wholesale orders. I'm selling in shops now. I'm selling in a lot more shops now. And yeah, I'm really optimistic. Thank you so much for watching, and please subscribe, rate the channel, share amongst your friends. Make sure you press the bell so you get notified on any time I upload a new video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care, guys. Bye.